We are well into July, so you know what that means. My favorite video of the month, my top picks for the month of July that you should get your hands on so you can read and get some enjoyment. I mean, it's too hot out there. You might as well stay in with a good book. Hey, what's going on? My name is Lynette Renee Doby. I am a professional ghostwriter, and here on the Right Way Consulting channel, we talk about everything. If it has to deal with words, we talk about it, whether it's book production, becoming a professional writer, and of course, my top book picks every single month. So if this seems of interest to you and you want to join our community of writers, readers, and authors, well, definitely go ahead and click like to this video, subscribe to this channel. I'll give you a second to do that, and then we're going to dive right on into this video for today. All right, thank you so much for doing that. So my two picks, I'm so excited to share them with you. So I had to bring back another S.A. Cosby book. I'm sorry, for my fiction pick. He is so hot right now. I mean, his books are page turners, or of course, if you listen to audiobooks like me, I can't put them down. They're always in my ear because there's such an amazing tapestry of storytelling and elements that just really keep me coming back. So if you're new to the channel, let me tell you again about S.A. Cosby. I talked about him last month. I chose one of his books. His most recent release was on the list. So definitely check out that video here. I'll try to put it wherever it will be. But definitely check out that video that I did. But this month, I'm talking about one of his older books. I think it came out in 2022. Do not quote me on that. But it's called My Darkest Prayer. It's narrated by Adam Lazar White. He's an actor and also a voice actor. And his baritone, it does something for me when I'm listening to the book, y'all. It just draws me in. He's such an amazing and expressive reader. My Darkest Prayer is a little bit of a different take for me. The other three books, pardon me, that I've read from S.A. Cosby, they take off like this. This one is a little bit more of a slow burn, and I like the way he did it because the protagonist, whose name is Nathan Waymaker, he's kind of a slow burn himself. He has a little bit of a temper, but it takes him a while to get there. And it's really cool because it seems to match the tempo of the book. And I love what S.A. Cosby did there stylistically. But Nathan Waymaker is the man in the town who makes things happen. He's a former police officer, and then he switches from that. Some circumstances happen that I'm not going to give away. He switches from that, and then he begins to work for a funeral home. But even though he's working for this funeral home with his cousin, he's still known about town as that man who gets things done. And so he's asked by one of the community members to do something for him, to investigate something for him. And it starts off looking super simple. She's like, hey, I'm going to pay you this amount. Just look into it. But pretty soon, the story begins to unravel, and he begins to see more different pieces of information that he didn't even think he would become to see when he began this journey. But it just all starts coming out. It begins to unravel. So it's so interesting to watch how he handles and navigates every single situation. I totally recommend this book. Now, I have not finished it, so if you have, don't put any spoilers in the comments. But I literally started it about a week ago, and I'm addicted. I mean, what can I say? He's just S.A. Cosby is just such an amazing writer, the way that he unfolds his story. Like, I'm so excited, like I told you in the last video, that some of his books are now going to become dramatizations on Netflix. I am counting down the days. I'm looking forward to reading when it gets to be in production so I can see when it gets debuted on Netflix. But again, you know, voila. So far, if I were to rate this book, I didn't rate the books in the past, but it just popped in my mind that maybe I should. If I were to rate this book, I give it a 4 out of 5 already, and I'm not even done yet. I'm maybe of a fourth of the way through. So that means that you need to go ahead and pick up that book. So if you do decide to read that book, let me know by revisiting this video and put a comment in the comment section so I can talk to you about it and see how you liked it. So once again, my pick was My Darkest Prayer by S.A. Cosby. So the second book, my nonfiction selection of the month, was suggested to me by a creator on TikTok that I happened to just scroll past. This book that this guy describes, it was so dope, so I looked it up. And it's entitled Wealth Secrets: How the Rich Got Rich by Sam Wilkin. Now, some books I have heard kind of in rotation because they're commonly known, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But I've heard of that book, but I've never heard of this title. And so I'm really interested to see what Sam Wilkin has going on, because he talks about, creating a family trust and, putting a life insurance policy into that trust and just making sure that you're setting your family up for success. I haven't even started reading it yet, but because that snippet of that TikTok creator's video had me intrigued, I said, I have to tell it to my fellow readers here on YouTube, here, the Right Way Consulting channel. I had to let you all know. So I can't give that many details on the book, but anything that's talking about financial planning and, ensuring that we set ourselves up for a good future financially, I'm all for that. So after I read it, maybe I'll come back and put something in the comments and then we can kind of engage there. But definitely check out that title and maybe you can find some alignment with it as well. All right, thank you so much. I know this was a quick video, but literally, I just wanted to give you those 2 titles and maybe you can kind of check them out. And if there's a book that you think that I should read, fiction or nonfiction, please leave it in the comments and let me know, because I'm always open to getting some really good titles. Because I'm not writing a book right now, I definitely want to get my reading time in. So definitely hit me with your suggestions. And if you happen to miss my video from last week, I suggest that you go back and watch it. I just launched a new product that's available on my website, and it's all about helping you speak the strategy of your book so you can kind of get some formation going before you start all out writing your book. If that seems of interest to you, definitely check out www.rightwayconsulting.net. and then we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the books that I mentioned, and I always look forward to doing these videos with you and being seen by you weekly, and I look forward to seeing you in the next upload. Happy reading.